The Houthis issued a fresh drone warning, signaling they are prepared to expand operations as tensions between Iran and the United States continue to escalate. The Houthis hinted the long-range Yaffa drone could be used again, fueling speculation about another wave of regional strikes. After the Strait of Hormuz crisis, the Houthis warned the Red Sea could become the next major flashpoint if the conflict widens. The Houthis warned commercial shipping and hostile maritime traffic in the Red Sea could again face drone and missile attacks if hostilities continue. Houthi media has released a video marking 2 years since the movement's first Yaffa drone operation. The video celebrated the Yaffa drone as a symbol of the Houthis' growing long-range strike capability. Yaffa drone is a long-range one-way attack drone designed for strategic strike missions. Role: developed to carry out deep strike attacks against high-value strategic targets. Launch method: fired from mobile ground launchers for greater operational flexibility. Estimated range: reportedly capable of striking targets between 2,000 and 2,500 kilometers away. Guidance: uses GPS and inertial navigation systems for long-range precision. Flight profile: flies at low altitude to reduce the chances of early detection. Mission: intended to conduct precision strikes against strategic military and infrastructure targets. The anniversary message came as Iran claimed fresh drone attacks against U.S. military bases in Kuwait and Bahrain. The Houthis said the Yaffa drone remains a key component of their long-range strike operations. According to reports, the group has repeatedly used Yaffa drones in attacks against Israel since the Gaza war began. The new video reinforced warnings that Houthi drone operations could continue across the Gulf region and the Red Sea. The release came as Iran and the United States continued exchanging military strikes across the Middle East. Iran launched a fresh wave of missiles at U.S. military targets across the Middle East as the conflict entered another dangerous phase. Multiple missile launches were reported from different parts of Iran, signaling a broad escalation in the regional confrontation. Kuwait said its air defenses engaged hostile Iranian drones after detecting multiple aerial threats entering its airspace. Statement by General Staff of Kuwaiti Armed Forces said, and I quote, "Kuwaiti air defenses are currently confronting attacks by hostile drones, following the sinful Iranian aggression." The General Staff of the Army notes that any explosion sounds heard are the result of air defense systems intercepting the hostile attacks. Everyone is requested to adhere to the security and safety instructions issued by the competent authorities. Unquote. Bahrain activated air raid sirens and urged residents to seek shelter as regional missile threats intensified. The U.S. Embassy warned that central Manama could face potential threats as security conditions rapidly deteriorated. Statement by U.S. Embassy in Bahrain said, and I quote, "The U.S. Embassy has information to suggest that Iran may seek to target unspecified locations in central Manama. We urge all Americans to remain vigilant, follow local authorities' instructions, and review the latest guidance from the U.S. Embassy." Unquote. The IRGC claimed responsibility for a second attack targeting the U.S. military base at Al-Tanf in southeastern Syria. Iranian-linked reports said the latest operation struck a U.S. Special Operations Command Center in what they described as a surprise attack. The IRGC claimed it launched missile strikes targeting U.S. military aircraft at Jordan's Al-Azraq Air Base during its latest operation. The IRGC said the missile attack inflicted what it described as severe damage on several American military assets at the base. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed local Jordanian sources provided intelligence that helped identify U.S. military targets. The IRGC claimed its strikes destroyed 20 hangars used by U.S. forces at Al-Azraq Air Base in Jordan. Iran also claimed the attack damaged U.S. C-17 military transport aircraft and P-8 maritime surveillance aircraft stationed at the base. Iran's latest missile campaign came as the United States carried out a 9th consecutive night of strikes on Iranian targets. Statement by CENTCOM said, and I quote, "CENTCOM began conducting a new wave of strikes against Iran at 7 p.m. Eastern Time today for the 9th consecutive night. The strikes will continue degrading Iranian military capabilities used to attack commercial vessels and civilian mariners transiting the Strait of Hormuz." Unquote. Statement by CENTCOM said, and I quote, "U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, successfully completed the 9th consecutive evening of strikes against Iran, July 19th, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. CENTCOM assets targeted Iranian military command centers, air defense and coastal surveillance sites, maritime capabilities, missile and drone launch sites, and communications networks to further diminish Iran's ability to attack commercial vessels and civilian mariners transiting the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. military is holding Iran accountable at the Commander-in-Chief's direction. CENTCOM forces remain highly vigilant, focused, lethal, and ready." Unquote. Explosions were reported across southern Iran and around the northwestern city of Tabriz during the latest round of attacks. Chabahar, Konarak, and Mahahar were among the locations reportedly hit in the newest wave of American strikes. President Trump said the United States had struck Iran very hard again tonight as operations continued. Trump said the latest military action honored American service members killed during the conflict.
Well, we feel very badly, but those great people, those great patriots who are out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much. We control the strait. They don't control anything. So we'll see what happens. But we hit them very hard again tonight. And we did that in honor of the probably three as opposed to two great patriots. This is a far bigger job that we're doing. We were doing a little job in stopping them from having a certain capability. Now we're just ending it. So it's really not the same thing. What we're doing now is we're ending any chance where they could have a nuclear missile. If you look at it, after a week and a half, not 4 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks, we stopped them from probably, but I don't want to have the word probably.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you'll have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The $1 million question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Have you ever wondered what happens when a banking dynasty meets tides of world history, intrigue, and a dash of myth?
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.